Hi, I'm Linda Mal, and welcome to Art This Week. On this week's episode, we visit the 2015 Dallas Art Fair and speak with Rodrigo Feliz from Labor out of Mexico City and Constantine Grimaldis from Grimaldis Gallery out of Baltimore. Now for Art This Week.
My name is Rodrigo Feliz. I work for Gallery Labor. We're based in Mexico City.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit about the artists you represent? Are they all from Mexico?
About half of them are Mexican, and the rest are from very different countries. Artists from Europe, Australia, the United States.
And are there particular themes that you're following in all of the artists and the mediums, or is it very disparate?
They work with very different mediums, but I think what they have in common is that they are all research-based artists who develop large bodies of work with various themes.
Great. Maybe you could tell us about this artist and this particular work.
This is artist Pedro Reyes from Mexico City. This is part of a body of work that is called Sanatorium, which is a clinic that travels around the world. It has been shown first in Documenta, it has gone to the Guggenheim, to the Whitechapel, and he calls it a visual bibliography. It's different thinkers and authors he has read in order to come up with the therapies that you as a visitor can take in the project called Sanatorium.
Great. And can you tell us about the process of using photographic textiles and then the threads?
Yes, this is a photographic print on canvas, and then it's stitched together, it's sewn. The idea of the threads being let loose like this is to bring together all the ideas of these people that have contributed. It has to do with to give a support to the rest of the project, to indicate where the therapies come, because maybe if you go and take one of the therapies, you might think they might be a little bit made up, or so it has to do with giving this background of all the theorists he has researched in order to come up with that side of the project.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that side of the project?
It is a clinic. It's very fun. It's over 30 therapies he has created.
Are they completely, not fictitious, but they're an amalgamation of like Lacan or Freud and Jung, and he brings them into his own?
Yeah, and many of them are art related, and they're meant to do well, like from a personal point or collectively. Most of Pedro's work has that aim to change society in a positive way. A very simple example of one of the therapies is called Guru. So they're voodoo dolls, and you're supposed to do good to the other person instead of harm.
Okay, interesting.
This is an image of the sanatorium.
Oh, brilliant. So he rents the space, or he makes the space?
He builds the spaces. Sometimes, according to the location, they're inside the institution or the museum. It's now being shown at the ICA in Miami.
So people can attend for half an hour, or do they book for a day, or how does it work?
People can go and sign up for any other therapies. Some are group therapies, but most of them are individual. Some are also for couples.
Does he also see it as performance?
It is a performance.
It is performance, but it's not a performance just to be seen; it's to be interacted with. And so
to interact.
Do you think that the audience that comes, the viewer that comes, sees themselves as a performer, or do they see themselves?
They're not doing it in front of people.
Yeah.
You're many times just interacting with a therapist.
Right.
And in some of the process of the therapies, you're by yourself too, depending on the therapy.
I am Constantine Grimaldis of the Grimaldis Gallery in Baltimore. We are very happy to be in the Dallas Art Fair. About the gallery, it's a contemporary art gallery. We specialize in art, post-World War II American and European art, with a pretty much a very big emphasis on sculpture. But as you see, we have all kinds of genre of art. This is Yorgos Rigas, who passed away last year. He's a Greek painter who started painting at the age of 55. He was a laborer all his life. At that age, from memory, he started painting life as he remembered it in the village of his youth. The man moved to Athens after the war, but he never really left his village. So this is the need to return.
So he's reflecting in his work all the different chapters of his life. Is it almost like an autobiography through pictures?
Indeed, indeed, exactly. And he is, as you see, the paintings are happy.
And how many paintings did he make over his life? Because I know that I heard when I spoke to you yesterday that he lived into his 90s.
Yes.
So he actually, even though he started late, he actually still had quite a good length of time to produce a body of work.
Indeed. He did stop painting around late 2008 or early 2009.
Right.
But he did make a nice amount of paintings, around 300, 400
wow,
paintings.
that's quite a lot.
Could be.
Right.
I'm not quite sure, but it could be.
And I'm curious, just because he's coming to this late and not from, as you said, this educated art school, did he just pick up these paints in a local store, or how did he actually access this material?
His first painting is the village. Mm-hmm. It's a map of his village. And every house was there, and he could tell you who lived here, who's lived there. It was done on awning cloth.
Right, awning cloth. You mean just like a fabric? Yes.
Yeah, he didn't know what to use.
So he just used what he could find.
Right, and then he started asking. And they told him that they should use canvas and prime it, there is an interview of his who said, I didn't know who to ask, and I was ashamed actually embarrassed to ask somebody, hey, how do you put the paint on the canvas?
But he was a natural.
So I had, I had to do it. I had to do it myself.
And he worked it out, and he did.
And he worked it out.
Yeah.
We want to thank Rodrigo and Constantine for speaking with us. For more information on Labor, go to labor.org.mx. For more information on C. Grimaldis Gallery, go to cgrimaldisgallery.com. That's it for Art This Week. Thanks for watching.
I still got your